Buddies, welcome back. So I would be making a series of quick, important technical videos for you all because you know what? If you're doing anything significant or important in your life, then you really don't have time. So quick videos. Now what has been happening is that with National Motorcycle Helpline, I have been communicating with many people, all you, my buddies, and I will be making videos on very frequently asked questions. Okay, frequently, the issues which we all face frequently. Now, the most important thing which most of you all asked is your chains and your sprockets going bad. Most of you all have been telling me that Vikas, my motorcycle is it has only done about 8,000 kilometers, and the service center people are saying that I should replace the chain, I should replace the sprocket. Why did my chain and sprocket go bad just in about 8,000, just in about 7,000, just in about 10,000? Is it common? Well, no. Your motorcycle chain or sprocket should not go bad so early. My motorcycle chains, my sprockets, even on the Duke 390, on the Yamaha R1, on the other motorcycles, they have ran for 20,000, 25,000 kilometers, and not just that. They have been on my motorcycle for 7 years or more. My Duke 390 is a 2013 model, still running on stock chain, stock sprocket. My Yamaha R1 has been with me since 2012, and even before that, the chain was there on that motorcycle and it is stock. And not just this, with my other motorcycles also. But how have I been able to achieve this? Okay. So first we got to understand that why do chains go bad and why does the sprocket go bad? Number one, over lubing. Yes, we all like to lube our chains. Motorcycle lube manufacturers, they market it. They say you have to lube your chain every 500 kilometers. Even service center people, they like to spray a lot of chain lube. Not just that, sometimes they even pour engine oil onto the motorcycle chain. So this is an absolute no. Okay, first of all, understand the motorcycle chains that we have today, or any motorcycle which was manufactured in the last 15 years or so, these have O-rings. Now basically this is a chain. I wish I was near a motorcycle to show it to you, but I'm not, so I'm making this video at about 10 p.m. in the night. Anyhow, so motorcycle chain. Okay, in motorcycle chain you see a roller. Okay, this is a roller, and there'll be a connection. Okay, then there'll be a roller. So this roller touches the sprocket, and then the sprocket pulls the chain. Okay, so now here these rollers are already pre-lubed from inside. When they come out of the factory, they are pre-lubed, and that lube is sealed with O-rings so that the lube does not come out. Okay, so now no matter how much chain lube you put on the top or what oil you put, it is not actually going to go into the roller. Okay, so what you put on the top, what you spray, is primarily for rust protection. Yes, so for rust protection you only need to spray a very little amount of chain lube on your motorcycle's chain. And most important thing is that what people do, they tell their security of the apartment or someone to just wash the motorcycle. No, if you love your motorcycle, be there when someone is washing it, or wash it on your own, because the security people, they'll take a water hose, or they take a bucket, and they put water all over the motorcycle, and they will just clean the top of the motorcycle, like the tank and the handle and the seat, but they will not dry the chain. They will leave the chain as it is. There'll be water on the chain, and that water will rust the chain of the motorcycle. Okay, so if the chain of the motorcycle starts to rust, then it will go bad. So what can you do so that the chain of the motorcycle does not rust? Number one, after washing the motorcycle, take a cloth and dry the motorcycle's chain. But remember, when you're cleaning the motorcycle's chain or drying it, don't put it on a stand and then run up the engine, put the motorcycle in the first, second gear and hold it. Don't be lazy, because if you do something like this, your finger can get into the sprocket and you can lose your finger. It has happened to people. Okay, manually move the wheel with your hand and clean it. If you don't have a paddock stand, clean one portion of the motorcycle's chain, push your motorcycle behind or forward, then clean the other part. So primarily, how do you maintain your chain? As simple as this. I made many videos on motorcycle chain maintenance, but remember this. Number one, don't overloop your chain as little as possible. Number two, okay, what is chain maintenance? It is keeping the chain clean from sand, clean from dust, clean from muck. When you overloop your chain, when you're riding on roads, the lube will act as something which attracts all the sand and dust which will go from the road and sit on the chain, and this sand will become a paste mixed with the lube, and then it will start to slowly grind the sprocket teeth. Okay, imagine sand touching the sprocket teeth and the chain thousands of times every single kilometer. This is going to wear out the teeth of your sprocket. So every few hundred kilometers, okay, in case you're riding in very dusty conditions, so lube your chain as little as possible, and every few hundred kilometers take a towel, okay, take a towel which has this kind of threads, okay, and just if this is the chain, hold it like this and clean it. Okay, that is it. This will take out sand, this will take out unnecessary muck. How do you do it? You can buy a chain cleaner spray or use kerosene or even diesel, okay, but never use petrol. Petrol is too sharp and this will spoil the O-rings of your chain, and using diesel or kerosene will even give your motorcycle some level of rust protection. Okay, and you can also well, can you use WD-40? Next video, watch it. Okay, and well, these are the things. And never put engine oil on your motorcycle's chain. Never, no matter which motorcycle mechanic or technician says this. It's too sticky, it'll attract too much dust. So if you follow all these quick steps, your chain will not accumulate sand, and that sand will not sit on the chain, and it will not wear out this sprocket and the chain, and that way your chain can last way longer, even 20,000-30,000 kilometers, and your sprocket also can last. Also, another important thing, tighten your chain periodically. Every 500 kilometers, check the chain slack. Okay, if it is loose, then tighten it. And in case your chain is becoming loose again and again, it means that your gear shifting technique is not good. You're being too harsh on the gear shifting technique, or you're riding in 4th or 5th gear at 20-30 kilometers an hour or even lesser to save fuel, or you're lazy to change gears. That way you're putting too much of load on the chain and the chain is becoming loose. That's it. And if you have any questions, let me know. The number for National Motorcycle Helpline is in the description. You can message me with any query that you have. Thank you, buddies. If you're not subscribed, you're missing out on important tips like these. I'm there on Instagram, I'm there on Facebook, and bye-bye.